Well, for the 21st ranked Washington State Cougars, this is one of the biggest games they have played in years. For one thing, they're ranked. For the first time in 16 years, the Cougars are ranked in the AP poll. And for the first time since 1942, they have a chance to win the conference championship. They got to go down to Tucson, though, to take on the number 4 Arizona Wildcats. The head coach of the Washington State Cougars, Kyle Smith, says his team is ready for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think this group has been great that way. We may, doesn't mean we can't get beat, but I think they've been good about keeping an even keel. I think Andre being our leader, really Isaac and Oscar are very even keeled dudes. They don't get too high or too low. Miles and Ruben are another story. They're pretty excitable, but I think like the other guys I mentioned, they really keep our program in a good spot there. So, but like I said, that being said, we played well at Washington. They had a really good crowd and good environment, and I think this one will be a little more geeked up.
Kind of along those lines, how do you keep a chip on your shoulder while getting praised now? You're no longer maybe the no one believes in us kind of group anymore.
I can't really tell you. I've been the underdog forever. So, no, it's just a difference. You're being able to play with they'll be a big target. We're not naive. We beat them here, and they are an emotional team. They're like Mike Tyson in his prime. They're going to go for the knockout. That's what they do. They did it their last game. I think, am I crazy? Did Arizona State beat them there last year on that half-court shot?
Cambridge, yep.
Yeah. So they have a long memory, and they were ready for that one. So, I just think this one, the chip and all that. So it's one of the premier programs you're playing in a meaningful game. So it'll be tough.
Cougars and Wildcats tip off at 8 o'clock tonight on FS1. The Husky men, they're in Tempe to take on the Sun Devils. That's at 6 o'clock. And Gonzaga, they are in Rose City to take on Portland. They'll take on the Pilots. You can watch that on Root Sports. As far as the Lady Bulldogs are concerned, they've already clinched the West Coast Conference Championship, and they still have 3 regular season games to go. San Francisco is in town. The Lady Dons in Spokane. You can watch that on ESPN+. I don't have it. And finally, the Seattle Kraken, second of 6 consecutive home games at Climate Pledge Arena. First place Vancouver Canucks are in town, 7 o'clock tonight. Coach Dave Haxtell says this is the time of the year where he keeps a very close eye on the standings.
All the time, absolutely. I mean, I watched hockey all night last night, so not necessarily scoreboard watching. I mean, we've got to do our job. But yeah, of course. I mean, I think everybody's a little bit different on what they do away from the rink. But our awareness is, at least for me, I know what's going on and what's happening on any given night, and what the standings look like the next morning. And obviously I enjoy the sport. I love watching the game, but usually watching with a little more purpose at this time of year, especially when you get to this stage of the year and. You have an opportunity to see what some of the upcoming teams that you're playing against are doing, and it's all part of the process.
Canucks in Seattle, 7 o'clock tonight on Root Sports. And finally, don't forget, a lot of local teams will be playing in the state basketball tournament right here in the big city. Head to Wenatchee High School, 2 games on Friday, 3 games on Saturday. It's Tenasket and Friday Harbor, 6 o'clock at the Wenatchee High School Gymnasium in the girls bracket. That'll be followed by Okanagan and Adna at 8. Then you got 3 games at the Wenatchee High School Auditorium, all to the first round. Lake Roosevelt and Tri-Cities Prep will tip off at 2 o'clock. At 4 o'clock in girls action, Waterville Mansfield will take on Oakdale, and then the Cashmere Faithful will be packing the gym at 6 o'clock on Saturday afternoon as they take on Cedar Park Christian. Eric Granstrom, get well, buddy. Have a great Thursday. That's sports.